Bonjour mes amis, je m'appelle Kyle, and I'm here to play Towns with you. I was considering doing Tekkit, but then I realized that after my hard drive crashed, I don't have my world anymore. So rather than do that, I'd say, you know what, I'll go show off that amazing town that I've been working on. But that doesn't exist either. So instead I figured, let's just do a series of me building one. We'll start off on a normal map. I don't have any buried towns, so that's not going to do me any good, and I don't feel like downloading one from the internet. What should we name our town? Let's see. Let's name it Waterfleet. Fleet, no. How about Diamonds are forever? Because it's like typing in a seed from Minecraft or whatever. Alright, let's hope we get lots of those pretty blue gems. I didn't spell diamonds right, oh well. Diaonds are forever. So I'm not going to show you everything in Towns because Towns is a very slow game. But we will. Alright, it's done. I will. Oh gosh. The hell? What? I think there are some bugs. I haven't played in a few patches, so I don't know what the hell's going on, but this appears to be a sprite list of some variety. And I don't understand why it is bugging out, but it seems to work when I'm on level 2, so it's okay. Alright, so let me find my townsfolk again. First things first, we need to find a location where we're going to want to begin our town, and one of the easiest ways to get all your townies over there is to just give them a task in that area, since they're all vagabonds at this point in their life. We'll probably want to start somewhere flat. Is there a jungle? There is a jungle, and it's right here in the central area, so if I can avoid sending them through that, we'll be better off. Although I kind of like these areas over here, so it may not be possible. I may have to send them through it. Let's start. I don't want to start in a corner. Here's a really nice flat area, and it's not too far. Yeah, it's like right next to them. Jeez. Alright, so first things first, we will want to tell them to till out some plots of land. Hey, the map's working now. I spoke too soon. I mean, did I just have to like sit there on the map for a while? Oh well. First things first, we're going to want to get some croppage started, and one of the easiest crops you can begin with is probably wheat. How large is this? Let's do it 4x4 plots. And I'll make it fairly large. Can unpause the game. It's already... oh no, I guess the time didn't update. And we can speed it up a bit. Oh gosh, so the sound effects are so loud. Alright, let's go to options real quick. Lower the sound. There we go. Oh, let's see. What? I don't know where I'm supposed to go to turn that off. I'm bad at video games. Alright, let me pause this real quick and have them go deal with it. So, in order to get wheat, in order to start farming it, we need to first go to food. No, we need to go to planting, which is on this side, and give them an order to plant a bunch of wheat, which I don't currently possess, so I need to go and tell them to harvest wild wheat throughout the world. I'll try to keep them fairly local for the time being. There's some. You don't need to get enough to fill the whole field, you just need to get enough to start it off, and they'll be able to figure it out going forward. But the more you get, the easier it is at the beginning. I want to get tree farms going as quickly as possible as well, so I might want to set those plots out. In fact, let's go to the priorities panel and get this all adjusted. I believe that I like to set building priorities and trade priorities to be highest, just because they're things that will happen infrequently, but when they do happen, I want them to be done immediately. So that's a good idea. I will set haul to be higher than food preparation, which seems like a bad idea, and it can be a lot of the time, but it also will, it'll keep things much more organized, which can be important when it comes to doing other stuff. This stuff is acceptable for the time being. Bump this up. I'll probably need to organize it a bit more later, but right now food is a pretty high priority. And let's get them started. Let's have them dig out a plot for, have them cut that, dig out a plot, it doesn't need to be, for trees, so we can get started on those right away. I'll make these ones smaller. Gosh dang it, I just realized I made these 5 wide, which means this should be a 20 by 5 field. Should be, unless I'm bad at math again. Nah. Alrighty. Let's get rid of that. Probably should tell them to cut it, because it's kind of cheaty to just delete it, but I'm going to delete it. Some of these will be for fruit trees, some of these will be for regular trees. And in order to get fruit trees, I will need to harvest some of these suckers. I can tell them to mine these rocks as well, because they're kind of in the way. Alright. The problem with having all the blocks flattened is that I can't tell what's what half the time when it comes to looking at trees. So once that's done, here, let me get planting and tell them to plant these. And then these can be apple trees. And these can be pear trees. Success. And then those will be regular trees. Gather. And just tell them to gather all these trees. Although I do believe fruit, if not properly stored, does decay fairly quickly, I think. So I may lose some crops in the process of doing this, but oh well. People are fighting things. How did a froggy get all the way over here? Oh well, froggies are the things you tend... Oh, I guess they're not that far from the jungle. Those are what you find in the jungle. And can cause a lot of damage to your townsfolk if you're not careful. Oh yeah, I see them, they're hanging about over here. That's disconcerting, but I can't do much about it. Alright, let's order them to plant some pine trees. I have to be careful because they'll go and find these bushes on their own. And I don't know how far away they'll go, but right now I can't do a whole lot about that. Alright, so in order to get them to plant all this field, what I need to do is I need to go to food, gathering trees and plants, and then turn up the minimum stock I want of wheat, which will mean they'll automatically harvest wheat when it's available to be harvested, and once it's harvested they can then turn it into seeds and plant it. Let's set all these to 32 right now. I guess technically multiples of 10 are best in this game, but I'm so used to the Minecraft mentality. And then I'll set this to be 32 as well. I'll turn wheat up to 48. Although it's not necessarily that great to have them trying to make flour right now because I don't have anything for them to make it with. Let's go to materials and then planted pine tree and turn this up to an acceptable number because this will probably be responsible for wood. I can cut down trees if it's absolutely necessary, but there's risks associated with that, so I want to avoid it if at all possible. I'll unpause that for the time being, and I will start setting up stockpiles, which is where the townsfolk will start putting their food and stuff once it's available, and raw resources and stuff like that. Alright. Materials. good for now. There we go, some of the wheat has matured, and they will eventually get to harvesting it, and I need to get started on building important things. Let's chop down this tree that's right next to it. Oh no, I meant to just chop it down. Chop down this one. There we go, now I got a little bit of wood just to start off with. Okay, let's see. Terraforming. You can make jungle now. Wow, I didn't know that. This is new. It seems you can make it out of a lot of things as well. You can get snow. Alright, well, that's good to know. Unfortunately, I don't think I have any control over what material they use, so I want to be careful. Building jungle will be very useful because bananas are some of the best food sources in the game, and they can only grow on jungle. So, alright, let's get, now that the wood's being prepared. Uh-oh. Hey, they have numbers now. And this person is going to die. And they died. So, that was our first townie down. As you can see, frogs cause problems. And they'll have an impact on our happiness, although it's already 0, so it's not like it's doing much. Anyway, let's get started on building some... Where do we find mills? Utilities. There it is. A mill. Plunk down a couple of these. Oh, it needs a mason bench. Alright, then we'll get started. As you can see, they attempted to move the dead body to the raw materials bin, but the raw materials bin then filled up before they got there. So what we need to do is we need to start building some zones. I want to put... Okay, yeah, this all requires carpenter's benches. This does not, though. I want to have a floor so that I can construct things more easily. Can we please? Thank you. Because I want these to be indoors. So this will make a nice 5x3 building. And that'll destroy... Here, I'll harvest this bamboo. Because we'll probably end up using it. This will allow me to make another zone. Zones need to be 3x3 in order to exist, I suppose. Let me add another raw material stockpile. Just make this a narrow one along the edge. Apparently stink clouds prevent you from building that, but oh well. Okay, let's use... I don't want to really use log walls for the ground, but I don't really have much of a choice right now. Because scaffolding decays now. It used to not do that. What I can do instead is build a zone outside. Carpentry is what you have to start off with. There's a froggy, and I don't appreciate that. And then I can go back to this utilities menu, and what you need to do is build carpentry benches. Hopefully, I'll have multiple people to fight the froggy. I want to get started on weapons as soon as possible. Alright, now... Alright, still need a mason's bench, which requires a wood detailer. Gonna need more stone. Oh, wow, well there's a bunch right here, so that's not a problem. Let me flatten these blocks again so I can see what the hell I'm doing. There's some suspended gravel, which I guess is normal. So I'll just leach all this stone. Ideally, once we start mining caves, I won't have to mine it off the surface. But I don't have much of a choice at this point. Alright, so that should be enough stone to get started. Ah, yes, and then we need our other zone. That is not the zones option. There we go, masonry. We'll get into the other zones as it becomes relevant, but right now I just gotta focus on the basics. Alright, I'll make 4 of these to begin with. Yeah, they only cost 2 stone each. And we have enough stone that I should be able to build the mills right away. I have to keep an eye on these guys, because they are starting to get hungry. Okay. Now that we have available masonry benches, I can place these mills down. They used to require cows, but thankfully they don't anymore. put some raw food barrels around them, just so that people don't have to go far to put the stuff away. And I'll get them started on this ground. Let's just use wood blocks for now. Usually I like to have an outline and then a floor. You know what, yeah, let's do that. Let's hope they haven't started building these pieces. We built the outer edge out of stone. All these farm animals in here, get out of the way. We won't have enough stone to do this, so I will need to dig out some more from up here. Ideally, you'll want to start at the highest point and dig down, otherwise it can become difficult to actually harvest all the resources. Thankfully, the townies can eat, well, they can eat apples and stuff, but it's not going to do much for them, and these trees aren't going to support them alone, so I may need to harvest the wild trees for the time being to give them enough food. But we're getting close to being ready to start preparing like bread. So as long as, you know, they kick it into high gear and start working. Wall construction that's pretty high. I guess hauling is more important. Let's move up wall construction, because that's the limiting reagent right now. If we can get out of the beginning of the game having only lost one townie, we should be good, and then I'll be able to start expanding more. In order to get more townsfolk, you have to meet this minimum requirement for happiness, but you also have to have available rooms for them. And because none of the townsfolk I already have any rooms, we'll have to both build all of them rooms and then build additional rooms before townsfolk will start coming. We can keep these outside for the time being, but eventually we'll want to move them inside, because buildings that are either built underground or that have a roof over top of them have increased like work speed, so we'll be able to build things faster. Alright. I think we can build a wood armor actually, which might be worthwhile, but I want to focus on getting all this stuff set up first. So once this floor is done, I'll build a bakery so that we can begin producing bread. And then maybe a dining hall, or perhaps some other zone related to, perhaps a kitchen, even though I can't do much with kitchens yet because they require stoves which are made from iron, which I do not have access to at this point. And I think I'll end up building a ladder here, so I'll destroy that block, which is a waste, but I'm not the kind of person to care a huge deal about optimization, and I'll build a vertical ladder there. So that way, once I'm... Uh-oh, people are slowing down. Oh yeah, they're starting to starve to death. Why aren't they harvesting the trees? Alright, gathering and harvesting needs to be boosted way up, because otherwise people are going to start starving. And then, so this is, I guess, a breaking point. Whether or not this video will come out will determine how badly I fuck up right here. So let's build this bakery, and then what we need to do is we need to go into utilities and get, where are they? Oh yes, baker's table. I'll probably build 6 baker's tables and then 6 ovens. Won't look the nicest, but it should work. I'll put 2 food barrels there and 2 food barrels there. Those are for completed food products. And then, how about a candle right there in the middle? Alright people, go do stuff before you all die in your sleep. They're not doing anything. Go harvest the trees, please. Anyway, let's get this set up high. And these set as well, because this will increase the efficiency of my fruit. Bread's actually kind of important. We're going to have a lot of bread on the ground right now because I'm not in a position to build enough things. Come on! Yes, they're harvesting trees. My townsfolk won't die. Theoretically, I don't know how long they can go whilst starving before they actually starve. But it looks like I've managed to dodge a bullet there. There's a ghost which will murder all of my townsfolk because of these stupid human remains. I can destroy the human remains, but I kinda don't want to. And there's another dead individual. Oh my gosh, they're so overpowered. Alright, we are in trouble and we will need to begin building armor as quickly as possible, or at least weapons. That is on this side. Militaries. We're losing people at a rapid rate. Alright, good, we can build these. I want to focus on weapons first, though. These weapons are awful, unsurprisingly. What's better, a bow or a sword? The sword seems to appear to do the same damage as the bow, and I'd rather have range. So I'll set the minimum stack for 2, and then once they're built, I'll equip them. Okay, so these are going to be a thorn in my side for quite a while. I wonder if I can actually, let's do something a little cheeky. Let's put raw materials over here, and then manage stockpile, disable everything. I don't know where bones are on this list. There we go. Purge human remains, human corpse. And then we'll remove them from this stockpile, so they'll put all of the corpses over here, and which should keep... I guess doesn't really matter where purged human remains are, because they don't spawn. Was this the one I just toggled? No, because they don't spawn ghosts, but if the ghosts are over here, I don't need to worry about them so much. Because right now I'd prefer to not have all my townsfolk killed by ghosts. Alright, once these bows get done, we'll be in a better place. I'm not sure if I want to use all my wood on armor, but it might be worth it. I'll definitely want to build some... You know what, let's build right out... Just trying to plan on how I actually want this to be shaped. You know what, I'm not going to build any roads yet. Because I don't really have much stone. I got 2 stone. Okay, so food's getting produced. I'm not going to worry about... I will build a tiny dining room right here. It'll only be able to hold a couple people, but it will increase their happiness, which will be important later on. So let's put some wooden chairs down. And then... what kind of table do I want? Let's use... I don't know. Let's use this kind of table. Alright. Now let's get a roof up over this and start digging down. Once these people... Actually, let's get everyone equipped. They built 1 bow so far. I guess we don't have a lot of wood. Alright, the ghosts are now over there. What happened to the other remains? I didn't build the barrels. Where did they go? Did they stack or something? Alright, those ones are purged, which is good. I wonder if they just decayed into nothing. I don't know if they can do that or not. Alright, the froggies are dead. I think I'll just let this go for a while, and I'll be back once I'm ready to start doing something consequential again. So I just noticed over here there's actually some surface iron, which can be very important and can give us a huge edge compared to what a lot of my town's games are at the beginning, because we might get enough iron to build a stove, which will allow us to begin... Uh-oh, what's going on? Froggies are fighting. Which might give us... or if we can build a stove, it will allow us to begin farming meats right off the bat, which would be very useful because meats provide a whole lot of sustenance and all sorts of shit like that. But we'll need some coal in order to do that as well, which I may not be able to facilitate. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to zone a market, which will allow traders to come to our town, and I might be able to buy some coal from them. So let's make it 5 by 5. And we'll see when they come. As you can see, we don't have a lot of money right now, and we don't really have any goods to sell. But... oh, this ghost is still roaming around. There are things that you can flowers especially are great for farming because you can sell them for a lot of money and you don't have a lot of other purposes for them. So once I'm ready to do that, we'll begin farming flowers to sell at the market. But right now it's just a matter of, you know, getting everything done and set up. So let's see, they're not mining the iron yet. Let's boost mining. Not that far. I think we can afford to bump that down. There we go. Okay, so it appears that iron drops all the time, which is very good, because not all the ores have 100% drop rate. I'll scan the surface of the world for some coal. Yeah, here's some coal. It's not much coal, but it might be enough. I don't know. Let's see. I hear shit dying. And that's a froggy. Let me see, because I know I believe I need torches. Let me actually oh, wait. I'm just gonna need a lot of iron, I just remembered. Because in order to build a stove, as you can see, I need an anvil and a smelter. In order to build an anvil, I need to already have... What am I... I think you start with this, which requires some tongs. So that's like 2 iron. Let me check. All this nonsense. Alright, takes 2 iron. This requires some coal. And then this requires... we should have enough iron. It does not require a torch, so I don't need to worry about coal right now. I don't think. Yeah, I don't need to worry about coal right now. Let's have it set to make one of... I'll make 2 of these for now. What do I need to make that? A mason's bench. Alright, I can manage that. And then I will build... Where's my town? Over here. Geez, stop dying. I will zone out... Where is it? A forge. Whoops. So I'm gonna need to start construction relatively quickly. Why haven't they finished the bakery? They don't have any wood. Why aren't they chopping down the planted pine trees? Probably because chopping is a very low priority. There we go. It'll take me a while to get all that ironed out. It's a balance between making sure everything gets done that needs to be done and then everything that you want to get done. Let's build some... I'll wait for now because all the wood's in the way. I want to build some raw material barrels here for the wood to go in. And some... Hey, the mushroom bush is spreading. And I'll have some prepared food barrels for the fruit over here. I wish you could move those other places, because I don't want to destroy them, but I don't want them there. Alright, let's build that forge. What do I need first? I need this first. I don't have a stone hammer. I have to tell them to make one, which is actually in militaries, frustratingly enough. It's not that bad. I have them set to build 2. Right now I'll just equip them with wooden bows. Eventually, once I get a kitchen up and running and some farms up and running, I'll be able to start farming bones from animals, and then I can use the bones to make better weapons, so... Actually, alright, that's perfect. I do actually need a torch now, because there's one thing I can build now that we have a 2x2 section, and that is... I need 2 torches. A mine shaft, which will produce a constant flow of iron, and it's on the surface, so it won't be that hard to deal with. Let's dig out some of this earth, just to make it a bit more accessible. Uh-oh, what's going on? Why are you people so awful at your jobs? Okay, so that seems to be the extent of that iron. I will mine the rest of it out, just for, I don't know, completion's sake. And this will get me some mud, which can be used to make glass once we get the smelter built. Alright, let's go. Where was that coal? It was over here. Somewhere. There it is. Alright. Utilities. Torches. Alright, good. They only take 1 coal apiece, and I got coal from both of them. There's actually some coal down there as well, but not enough to build a mine shaft. Okay. So this is big. This is a really good start, except for the fact that I've lost, you know, like a third of my town. But we'll just pretend that that didn't happen. I don't know what I'm missing to build this right now, but I can equip these guys with bows. What's going on there? I have them replant that wheat, I guess. Sheep, what are you doing in my farm? Or my market? I'm still a little... What happened? What is happening to these... Oh, it's still over there. Of course. I'm a little concerned about these ghosts. Now I'm a lot more concerned about these ghosts. Oh gosh. Stop dying! Okay, so I want to build some rooms as quickly as possible, just so I can get some more people. I don't really have... I guess I'll just have to zone it in the middle of nowhere for the time being, just because I desperately need to get some people back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That will get me back up to 8 townsfolk. I believe every room has to have a bed, so I will build one in each of these. But we can move them later, so it's not a big deal. I'm just holding shift to build multiples, by the way. There we go. Pear pie is sitting on top of a ladder, because why not? This, I would prefer if that got built. What am I missing? That was the anvil, wasn't it? Probably... Let me check this. I still have iron. I have tongs. And I don't have any hammers, that's why. Ooh, we probably... Yeah, we're out of stone, that's why. Let me tell them to dig some more. First, let's get this flint, or this gravel out of the way, just because I don't want it there. I'll just have them dig out this whole layer of the hill. Okay, these are done. While they're off doing that, I will manage these, so that they only have apples and pears. Which should, I think it might cause a little bit of turmoil while I'm in the process of it, because they might come and take the stuff out. But I want them to get work done while I'm doing this. Then I'll build those raw resource barrels for the wood, eventually. Just so I can start getting stuff off the floor. We will, however, need to begin at least doing something to increase the townsfolk happiness, otherwise we won't get any more townsfolk back. I guess they're called townies, but whatever, who cares. Once I can get enough stone, I can start building some roads along here, which will increase their speed. Human remains, purged, purge, human, human. Alright, so did the ghost disappear? I think it just did, which is good. Okay, you can use stone hammers as weapons, but let's get all these guys outfitted with bows for the time being. Alright, the anvil is done, so now we can build a smelter. Where do I want to build these farms, more importantly? Let me get some stone so I can build some roads. Actually, so I can build the rest of that building. That's probably a better idea. Because right now, the wood's taking up all of my area. Baby steps. Got all these chickens and whatnot running around. I'm just waiting for them to... What? A werepig. I don't like the looks of that. Did the person die? Well, why did it just stop halfway? Alright. Disable everything, enable wood. Yeah, that's right, you don't get to put your mud there. You scrub. Manage that one. Manage that one. Once these get set up, I'll be able to place the other ones down. so many animals everywhere. It's such a mess. There we go, manage that one. Pick up the wood. What they're doing right now. I guess there are only 5 of them, so not a lot of work's gonna get done. I keep forgetting that I'm a terrible towns manager. I have lost most of my townsfolk as a result. So I guess I'll let them take away for a bit. And once I have this meaningless task done and I'm ready to do something, I will cut back. There are a lot of ghosts, holy shit. Okay, so that whistle actually indicates that a caravan that's on its way to trade. It is a boat caravan, which means I'll be able to purchase animals from far-off lands and wood-based stuff, which I'm not particularly interested in, but it should allow me to sell some of my things to earn some money. Is there anything worthwhile for me to attempt to purchase? Not really. Plus I don't have any money. So that will earn me a little bit of cash, not a whole lot. Boats are kind of frustrating because they only accept wood products from my knowledge. And I don't have a lot of wood products. Alright, so that forge is done. Now I can build that oven if I get around to it. But I'd rather get the farms built first because I'll need those. So I'm gonna find some more stone. There's still stone up there. I'm gonna tell them to build some shit, and then once I can have those roads done, which is part of that shit, then I'll be able to focus on more important things. Why are these aren't full, are they? No, they're not. Let me destroy this stockpile. And I will instead put some raw food barrels right here. Make a nice farm fence. For once the road is actually built and I actually have walls around the original building. Because that's not the case at the moment. Uh-oh. Oh dear. For fuck's sake. Oh my gosh. These ghosts are the bane of my existence. Every time... Oh gosh. Screw this, I'm destroying that human corpse. I'm gonna destroy your ghost. Just delete it all. I'm gonna cheat. I can't handle this. It's too much nonsense. Now there's a fucking frog. It's just non-stop. Go away, ghost. You've got to be kidding me. This is just stupid. Go away. I don't want you here. Why do my townsfolk suck so much? I don't get it. Kinda want to give them... Might as well give them the stupid hammers. Whatever. Oh my gosh, I'm down to 2 people. Stop fighting the ghosts. Go away, ghost. Please. I'm down to 2 people. What do you want from me? Please. No! I've never lost a towns game before. Okay, at least this one remaining individual is happy enough that we might be able to get some more townsfolk. I wonder if I can just like lock her up somewhere so she doesn't... I'm gonna watch her because she is the sole remaining member of our society. Go sleep. Go sleep in a bed. That'll increase your happiness. No! Don't get... No, please. I can't let them get close. No, no, I didn't want to do that. Shit. Let's do that. I don't know if that'll work. That's not what I wanted. Have mercy on my soul. Please, game. Please. So scary. Oh my gosh, I keep doing that. I mean to destroy the stone so they don't go over to the stockpile. I can't believe I'm at a point where I have to destroy materials that I have just to prevent people from going over to them and getting killed. Destroy stone, destroy stone, destroy stone, destroy stone. Go away. Or at least go over here. Don't even go over here, there's iron over there. How long do ghosts stay alive? That one's almost dead. I'm just gonna watch this person. What's a task that I can give them that will prevent them from getting murdered? Just saying they need to go to sleep, because then their happiness will get increased. Pig, get out of the way. What am I doing? There we go. Let's get these organized properly, because I don't know if they are. Okay, so it's going to be pretty touch and go for a while. But we will see what we can do. Their happiness isn't going up fast enough. They need to complete all the tasks. So then they'll have no tasks and then, oh gosh. This is it. They killed the ghost! They killed the ghost. That is amazing. Stop putting the stuff in there. Come on, just get a little bit happier. No! Happier, not sadder. Please, please, I'm begging you. Just get good, scrub. GG. What's her health at? Shit, she's at half health. Oh boy. Oh boy. It must be lonely living here all by herself. But she doesn't have a whole lot of a choice. Okay, there's still 2 ghosts, and this one's almost dead. I don't think she'll be able to fight a ghost from full health without armor, so I will tell her to build some armor, even though it will mean she probably won't get happy for a while. Oh man. What I can do, which one of these is her room? It's this one. I will build a lamp in her room, because that'll increase her happiness while she's sleeping more. And how about a potted plant? Okay. Times are tough. I don't even know if one person can, like, perform enough actions to keep themselves alive. I guess they can. I don't know. No work's gonna get done. So, this is spooky. Just get happy. Please. Tell them to stop building wooden bows, because they suck. I guess I'll just have them use wooden hammers. Or stone hammers on this. The hammer's better. I don't know which units are affected by what. Could use a mace. You mad, bro? Kinda. I don't know, because this one's blunt damage. I don't know what this one is. Probably crushing damage, but again, I don't know what is better in what situation. I'm not a Towns expert, okay? I just like to play it. I don't know what I'm expecting. Okay, so I think I'm going to call the episode here. If she dies, then we'll end up starting over, and we'll probably witness her death, which will be very sad and unfortunate. But if she lives, and people come back, then we'll be in a good spot. So, I guess we'll find out, and I will see you all next time.